Hi teacher and everyone. In this video we are going to talk about Natural Peru, the history of the company, the key requirements they need to enter to this target market, and other important and interesting topics. The exhibitors are Alison, Sheila, Lucas, and my person Daniel. Well, let's start with the introduction. Natural Peru is a Peruvian company dedicated to exporting maca and other superfoods. Founded in 1999 by an entrepreneur with experience in international trade, the company has grown thanks to the quality of its products and its focus on global market, especially United States. Accessing these international markets requires meeting a set of standards that ensure the quality of the product, the safety, and also the traceability. Complying with these regulations not only allows companies to enter new markets, but also strengthens their reputation and competitiveness. In this video, we will analyze the key requirements that Natural Peru must meet to successfully export its products. Also, the company currently holds certifications such as BRC, Use Organic, has, and Control Union, ensuring the safety and quality of its products. Now we are going to talk about the production process of maca. Maca production at Natural Peru follows a rigorous process to ensure the highest quality. First of all, we have raw material reception and the selection. The maca is sourced from Junín, a region known for its ideal growing conditions. The raw maca undergoes an initial inspection to remove impurities, including animal waste. Secondly, we have cleaning and disinfection. The roots are washed and disinfected using approved methods to eliminate contaminants while preserving their nutritional properties. Then is the cutting and deshydratation. The cleaned maca is cut into smaller pieces and deshydrated to reduce moisture content, which is crucial for preservation and international shipping. Then is grading and processing. Once dried, the maca is ground into a fine powder using specialized milling equipment, ensuring a uniform texture suitable from capsules, bill packaging, and for processing. And the last one is the quality control and the packaging. That it's the final maca powder undergoes strict quality checks, including metal detection, before being packaged in bags for export. Well, to better understand the challenges and opportunities in maca export, we have defined three main objectives. First of all, is identify the access requirements that companies exporting maca. Secondly, investigate the standards, certifications, and accreditations bodies in Peru and in the target market, particularly in the United States. And the last one is present strategic recommendations to help Natural Peru strengthen and expand its presence in these international markets.
To successfully export maca powder to the US, companies must comply with a series of requirements related to food safety, labeling, and regulatory certifications. These requirements ensure product quality and consumer safety while promoting international trade. Talking about health and sanitary requirements, maca powder must comply with sanitary regulations established by both countries, the HESA from Peru and the FDA from US, to ensure the product safety. Also, it's important to obtain a health export certificate. This requires microbiological testing and compliance with good manufacturing practices, HACCP, and sanitation standard operating procedures. Certification requirements. The BRC Global Standard for Food Safety is highly valued in the US and supports compliance with international food safety guidelines. Also, it is important to use organic certification. This is increasingly demanded by the US consumers seeking for chemical-free superfoods, which make it a strategic asset for maca exporters. Don't forget to the regulatory documentation. The exporters need to secure a FDA facility registration and renew it every 2 years. They must also comply with the prior notice requirement before each shipment arrives in the US. Also, you need the packing list, certificate of origin, and health inspection report. These are critical for successful market entry. Importers also have to know the pesticide residue limits. This is mandatory if you want to access this market. The Environmental Protection Agency EPA regulates pesticide residue limits in the US, requiring that imported maca powder adhere to stringent maximum residue levels. Finally, we have the labeling standards. Products must comply with the FDA food labeling regulations under 21 CFR 101. This document talks about the nutrition facts panel, and it's mandatory to show serving size, calories, fats, carbohydrates, proteins, and other nutritional values based on lab analysis. Also, there must be an ingredient list where all components are listed in descending order by weight. If the product contains any allergens or is processed in a facility that handles nuts, soy, or gluten, this must be declared. Then, the net quantity statement should clearly indicate the weight in grams or ounces. Additionally, products must have a country of origin statement. For example, product from Peru. Labels must also include a statement of identity, for instance, organic maca powder, and the manufacturer's or distributor's contact information. These elements are critical to ensure compliance with FDA regulations and smooth entry to the US market.
At Natural Peru, we follow strict international standards to ensure the highest quality of our maca powder. Our products are certified by BRC Food Safety, which guarantees compliance with the most demanding global food safety regulations. Additionally, we have used organic and control union certified, ensuring that our maca is produced without synthetic chemicals or pesticides. In Peru, we work under the supervision of DIGESA, the institution responsible for verifying food safety before export. Meanwhile, in the United States, we comply with FDA regulations, which require detailed documentation, proper labeling, and food safety audits. One of the key differences between both countries is that Peruvian regulations focus on production safety, while US regulations emphasize import control and consumer transparency. These certifications and standards allow us to export maca that meets international requirements and satisfies global demand. Our certification gives us a competitive edge, ensuring that our maca powder meets the needs of international consumers looking for safe, high quality, and organic superfoods. The success of Natural Peru's exports depends on strict compliance with competent authorities at both national and international levels. In Peru, DIGESA is responsible for ensuring that our maca meets food safety regulation before being shipped. To obtain export approval, we must pass rigorous inspections that evaluate hygiene, processing, and quality standards. For entry into the US market, we comply with FDA regulations, which include renewing our FDA facility registration every 2 years and undergoing 3 days audits to verify compliance. Additionally, the USDA, United States Department of Agriculture, oversees organic certification, ensuring that our maca meets organic production requirements. Another key authority is Control Union, which guarantees that our products adhere to international organic and sustainability standards.
In this part, I will talk about the key findings and recommendations about Natural Peru. The key findings we found are that the clients of Natural Peru are really interested in having beef a provider like Natural Peru with seals of the relevance of ISO, SGS, has, and of course USDA organic. So a part of that, they try to give their own auditors to review the processes in the fabric to guarantee to their customers very excellent products. The facilities the company own are a fabric that is located in Huachipa. It's 2,000 meter square extension. So they have all their processes in this only fabric. And of course, it's important to talk about the competitors. They try to get in the fabric to steal the information with some people that are infiltrators. In the case of Natural Peru, some of my recommendations are to create a brand, to create an extension of products different as powder of maca, because I think they can produce many particular items that could add value and of course help the company to own more money or wealthy. So I think it's really important to create different products from the maca, like peels or maybe shakers. There are a lot of cases of success from these derivates, so they should try it. And of course, about the hermetic processes they manage, so I should recommend this company to be a little bit open to share about their supply chain, their suppliers, because there are cases like Patagonia that they show the suppliers and the processes, and it helps to create value and to be more in the eye of the consumer or client. Okay, the critic points and conclusions of this investigation or research are these ones: the sanitary control of the product, that it's mainly maca, needs to be perfectly cleaned and be selected by workers that are really qualified. And the second point are the certifications and the auditories. Every year they need to renew because the clients of this company mandatory need that this provider owns these seals. Of course, the capacity of production, the company can make 25 tons of maca in 5 days, so they have a big production. They need to manage correctly to don't get in bad conditions. And for the competence, it's really important to know that the competitors are always trying to steal information. So in this case, this company tried to be hermetic and don't give nothing or the list of information. Thank you for everything. See you.